and welcome to Mint Off Card. How are you? I am Brian, your host, and I've got a special episode, a special October episode. In that, we are going to review the latest release from Mego, the Hammer Van Helsing figure. And I got to tell you, I'm super excited about this one. I grew up on Hammer films. They gave me nightmares. So I was so excited about this one. I normally get all my Mego figures from Entertainment Earth, but I tapped Frank Wojo at Absolutely Retro for this one because he seems to be a bit faster. And, well, duh, his got there first. So I guess that was a pretty good plan. The card artwork is exactly what I expected it to be. It is continuing what they've been doing with Hammer, where it's sort of an environment and they let the figure speak for itself. It feels very reminiscent of the Lincoln Monsters, and I have talked to Jason, who designed these cards, and he was actually gunning for that. So I personally applaud that here, and it works really well when you put the Dracula and the Van Helsing together, like I have here. It's a nice little line look. It's kind of macabre, and I really like that about it. If you turn to the back of the card and look at the credits, we have a 2/3 Canadian mix. We've got Jason Young, who's the designer of the card. My good friend Sean Sampson is the sculptor. So, I am totally biased when it comes to his sculpts, and that's why it's up for you to decide. And the seamstress is Rachel Baker, which is a name everyone should know by this point if you've watched this channel. Now, there is one slight thing on the back of the card that some folks have pointed out, and that is not that it isn't a picture of Van Helsing. It is a picture of the Dracula 72 AD Van Helsing, and it's not 100% right. It is Cushing, it is Van Helsing, but it is not the one that is the figure. For some folks, this is bothersome to them, and I'm not going to belittle that, because this is all a personal thing, but me personally, I don't really look at the back of the card much, and this show is called Mint Off Cards, so it doesn't ruin my enjoyment of it. And, I'm sorry for the folks that it does. I don't know the ins and outs of the Hammer license at all. I mean, it's kind of undiscovered country, so I don't know what they were given and what materials they had, but at least it is the character. But I get it. I still think it's a great looking card. But despite that being a great looking card, the purpose of the show is to tear him off the card, play a silly montage, and let you know my thoughts at the end. Let's dig in, shall we? there you have him, folks. The 8-inch Hammer Van Helsing by Mego Corp. This is a wonderful thing to have Mego Hammer figures. I never thought that would happen. And this is kind of wish fulfillment. And this was a really important figure for me to get. I really like the detail on the head sculpt. Of course, I am a little biased. I do think the outfit looks great. They've taken some little liberties that I love, like the little buttons and that sort of thing. There is an elephant in the room with some folks in the collector community about the stake being a little small, and it does kind of remind me of that Seymour Skinner. You know, this pointer is so small, well, it still points. I get it. But I look at it this way, personally. I would have bought this figure if it didn't come with anything. And that's fine. Now, Mego is doing a second version of this figure that's going to be through Target that will have the candlesticks that Von Helsing famously uses to create a cross and kill. All in all, I think this is a really great figure. I like the head sculpt. I like the outfits. And it's kind of wish fulfillment for me, and it couldn't have come at a more perfect month when I'm starting to settle in and watch monster movies. Now, if you're not aware, this week Topps has announced 2 new Hammer characters that are only available this week via the Topps deal, and that is the Mummy, which is the Christopher Lee mummy from The Mummy, and the Gorgon from the Hammer film The Gorgon. So I don't want anyone to miss out. I don't want any Hammer fans to not pick those up if you want them, so I just wanted to put that out there. All in all, I wish I had an 8-inch Doug McClure figure to go with this. Hopefully I can influence somebody to make them somewhere. What are your thoughts on the Mego Hammer line in general? Let me know in the comments below, or you can hit me up via the forums at megomuseum.com or at Megomania, our Facebook group. I would look forward to having a fun discussion about these. Thank you, as always, for watching. If you're new to this, I hope you'll consider hitting like and subscribe. This is what we do every week. Until next time, buy what you like. Take care, and happy Halloween.